you rather be stuck in the desert with a dog or a woman?
Dog, for sure. A dog. Dog. A dog.
Dog. Dog is man's best friend. We don't deserve them.
I put this in the video yesterday and some of your comments have me dying. One of you said, it wouldn't even have to be my dog, any random dog would be fine. The dog can get food for me, track people and bark for help. No brainer. Bro, the dog will find me water. This is the easiest question ever. I'd rather be stuck with a volleyball. At least the dog would remain loyal no matter how bad it got. A woman would betray you before the first day ended. Honestly, a woman. If I had to look after a dog in the desert and it died, I'd feel much worse.
What did he say?
All the passion and power you felt as a kid has been crushed out of your heart. This is all you know. Let it go. Let it go and let it shine. Let it go and let it shine. Let the light replace the dark. In the secrets of your heart. Let it go and let it shine. Let it go and cleanse your mind. Yeah, let the light replace the dark. In the secrets of your heart.
So what is the purpose of this? Is there essentially a higher purpose? Is there a plan? Why is it happening? I think we're at a real polycrisis as humanity. Financial, educational, climate, everything's coming. We're at this tipping point where humanity needs support. And if we don't really understand our interconnectedness to everything, then we're not going to survive because the planet won't survive. So the role of starseeds is to help people reconnect what it is to be human, to have more compassion around other sentient beings, but also to actually work in harmony, and rather than see ourselves as separate. We're at a time where we're all so connected with the internet, but when I speak to people they feel so isolated, they feel like I don't know who to trust, they don't really know themselves. And if you look at indigenous tribes, they don't have this understanding of what's nature and what's them. We are one. And so it's just helping people to raise their ability to connect with themselves and raise the frequency of the planet. Now, the planet actually has a resonance. You can look at this from the Heart Math Institute or Schumann resonance, and you can see how we are, our collective minds and the way that we take action affect the frequency of our planet. And starseeds are here to raise that frequency.
If we're at this point that we need help, is there more Arcturians? I think they're Arcturians, the people from Arcturus. Are they coming over? Is there more walk-ins? Are they coming over to help in bigger numbers? Because I think you astral travel, don't you? You feel like you can go there and come back.
Yeah. So you can see them. Yeah. And that's part of my healing journey. When I was younger, I used to go to this blue quantum healing chamber in Arcturus, and that was part of my physical healing to help me get better.
Yeah, we all want so much more than what we got, but I just wish I could disappear. All the passion and power you felt as a kid being crushed out of your soul, and this is all you know.
Whether they feel like actually there is something in this.
And my question would be differently about, do they believe in other beings rather than visited Earth? Because I don't believe there are many beings that have actually visited Earth. Right. So that's different. Starseeds incarnating as humans is a different concept for me than an extraterrestrial visiting Earth. So the question is interesting how you pose it. But yeah, I think, at the moment we're currently operating on 47.5 on a heart frequency of where we are on the planet. And if we go over 50%, we'll see a big shift in consciousness on how we understand, and we're open to other possibilities, other beings, other dimensions.
It's going to run this one, I think.
Fascinating.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Kelly.
Sharing
It's
your
very
story.
interesting. Thank you.
clearly we're living in a post 9/11 world. At that time, they hadn't really put together that world yet, where they can fully destroy you in the way that they can now.
Well, they gotta just say to say a truther, like as soon as somebody says truther or something, which is by the way hilarious that that's a kind
That's
of
so Orwellian that they can take a word like truth
the truth
and you turn it into a negative.
Yeah, but they're just calling you a name and then taking like stupider theories than what the evidence shows, and then you're saying that, oh, the Jews did 9/11. That's what you're saying. No, I don't say that. Oh, I guess you think Jews did it because they were seen high-fiving after the death. And so as soon as all you gotta do is put out a crazier thing than what there might be evidence for, and spread that, and then, oh, I don't want to be with the people who think that crazy thing. Like, it's the same playbook every time.
We're doing live comedy.
You are the unvaccinated. You are the problem. It is the unvaccinated who are the problem, period, end of story.
The only people that you can blame, this isn't shaming, this is the truth. Maybe they should be shamed, are the unvaccinated.
It's time to start blaming the unvaccinated folks, not the regular folks.
Anyone you came into contact with will blame you, as will the rest of us who have done the right thing by getting vaccinated.
Because frankly, we know that we can't trust the unvaccinated.
I think it's time to get our moral house in order, Anderson. It's the unvaccinated who are the threat.
Those vaccinated folks are going to start wearing masks to protect the unvaccinated folks. It's called a Christian value.
You're basically punishing the vaccinated for the sins of the unvaccinated.
People are not behaving honorably. The unvaccinated are basically saying, well, it's open season for me. I can do whatever I want as well.
The unvaccinated are basically beating their breasts, running around the country saying, we don't care, we're living free, and so forth.
We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin.
The unvaccinated, a group that includes children and people acting like children. And the rest of us are starting to get pissed off.
This is not about freedom or personal.
Remember this?